Okay, all right. So whenever you're ready, just yeah, look at it, start, and just do your normal thing.
Is it going right
now? Yeah, it's going now. But just it's okay. I'll edit and again, get him or just give him goodbye. I'll set him up here.
All right, go.
And be quiet, Jake, when she starts. Okay?
I have to be in it.
No, go. Oh, you can give me a kiss.
All right, good kiss. Boom.
Thanks. There you go.
All right, here you go, Jake. Here, look. Everything's back up normal. Okay. Jake, let's go on. Come on, come over here.
It fell over, Dad.
Oh, okay. Well, is that because you just freaked? It's okay. Sorry, I'll do it. No, come on, come here. No, tramp.
Jake, go sit down with Daddy.
Go sit down. Okay. All right. Sit down. Did he get fed yet?
I already did this.
He didn't?
one.
Okay, sorry. I'll get his food. All right, so go to the next one, Jake. Here.
Not yet.
Okay, hold on. You know how to go down there? Okay, just down there. Okay, good. Good, exactly. Good job. All right, now write it out. You know how to write it out? Okay, what? What's that say?
Okay, so
I
Stop.
already did that.
All right, now go to the next one. Okay, now ready?
I didn't do that. Stop.
Really?
Oh, wait, I did that.
Hey, why don't you go feed
All right, so you're here, yeah.
Right, here.
If we had those ice cream cones and
Okay,
ice
so
cream
she's
on
Asha. She's rolling. All right, so she's gonna start. So come over here and just help him.
Oh.
Oh, wait, he had to feed. I told her to feed. I didn't know.
It's okay. No problem.
I didn't know.
It's okay. No problem. It's okay. All's good. And nice. All right, now ready? I'm gonna get you started.
You want to? Okay.
And obviously make good eye contact. And
Wait, am I like my head is in it?
Yeah. That's why I have it on the angle here. So yeah, your head's definitely on it. And
No.
so so okay, ready? So look at it strong, and then start. Be quiet. If you any pressure, go Asha and whisper. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, go.
And now I'm putting on
Tonight we're making
some pork tenderloin, green beans, and sweet potatoes. I've already gotten started a little bit. I had a long, skinny pork tenderloin, and I just cut it into little pieces. I put salt and pepper and a little olive oil on either side, and then I squirted the one side with Dijon mustard. Ooh, that was a lot. And then I'm just putting little drops. You can do this beforehand and just do it on both sides, but I don't know what happened. I forgot or something. And so just put little dots and then take the back of a spoon and you can just sort of smudge it all around the pork like this. And then while that's still cooking, I am putting on, so I have a grill heated up here and I am putting green beans on the other side of the grill. I heated that up for a couple minutes so it got nice and hot. And it's sort of just searing these, I'm gonna get this is my meat platter away. And so these pork tenderloins are so thin, it's not gonna take very long, and I have some garlic that I'm gonna just pour on top of the green beans, and a little bit of olive oil on top of the green beans also. And then the pork cooks very quickly, so I'm just going to do it probably 2 minutes aside. And then I just flip it and look, oh, this is so good. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just pour a little bit more of the olive oil on top of the pork. And look at these grill marks, how pretty. They're like little, did it come on there? A little tenderloins. So cute. Okay, and then we're just flipping them all over. Again, 2 minutes. It's really quick. I did have to cut the tenderloin into pieces, but that didn't take very long, and then they cook so quickly that it's a great during the week meal when you want everything to be done in 5 minutes because everything else is going on. So then with the green beans, same thing. Sometimes I cook them in the oven, but since I have this pan going, it's all about trying to have the least amount of work after dinner. So I just use the same pan. So the garlic does get a little bit more burnt in this than it would in a pan, but that's all right. And then I have sweet potatoes cooking in the oven. And so let me get some plates out just so we can serve this in a second. Sorry, I'm out. And then I did cut the ends of the green beans off. Usually I just cut off the one end and leave the, you know, the stemmy end. I cut that part off and leave it. But it's a little bit more work to do both sides separately than to just take one side, cut the other side. So I just cut off the stems and washed it, so there wasn't really any huge preparation with that. I'm gonna just quick check on my sweet potato and turn them once. They've been in the oven at 400 for about 20 minutes. They'll take another 10 minutes, so I'll get that.
Hello, what are you doing? Not from
So both these things should pretty much be done now. I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let the pork, I'm gonna take it out onto a platter and just let it rest because I didn't time everything perfectly here. It seems like my potatoes need a little bit more time. And so, and I put a little salt, pepper, and mustard. I showed you guys Dijon mustard on the outside of this. And then, and you would think, well, when you sear it, it takes a little, almost longer to cook into the inside, I feel like, because the outside is so well seared. I can see pink on the inside of this pork. I'm just gonna put the sides down a little. And then you can put a little aluminum foil and tent it so it's still cooking a teeny bit on the inside. And then it'll be perfect when it's time for dinner. And same with the green beans. I'm gonna just place some of these are done onto the platter, and if it's just a couple of you, this is a great way to serve, just on sort of a long platter and put everything on it. And there we go. And I like how the green beans can get a little burnt also. It's totally yummy. I am going to, oh, here's my, just going to take this pan off the heat and just let it fill out while we just wait for a second for our sweet potatoes. And I'm gonna grab, I'm not very organized today. A little sip of wine. And then, wait, what?
Like review.
Oh, okay. So today we were just making sweet potatoes.
Sorry again.
So today we're just making some sweet potatoes with pork tenderloin and green beans and garlic. The sweet potatoes I cut up into fairly large chunks. I put them in the oven. They take about 40 minutes to cook. Excuse me. And then the pork tenderloin, instead of cooking the whole tenderloin, today I sliced it rather thin and grilled it on the stovetop grill. You can do it outside also. Salt and pepper, olive oil, and a teeny bit of Dijon mustard. And then I'm going to just squish some lemon right on top of it right now. I should do that. And then also here with the green beans, some garlic. I did it on the grill. Sometimes I do it in the pan, sometimes in the oven. But you want to try to make use of all your, whatever you're using to cook. So I just made everything there, easier cleanup. But the sweet potatoes are in the oven. I just put a little garlic, a little bit of rosemary just because I had it. Always goes well. And then the pork. So I'm just going to grab the a lemon real quick and then the sweet potatoes. Look, I'm just gonna grab this lemon, gonna check on my sweet potatoes, and they're looking pretty good. So my husband likes them really, really burnt, but I might take a couple out to have right now. So, and just cut up this lemon and my knife that I used from before. And we're just gonna use a quarter of it, so I don't need to cut the whole thing. I'm gonna leave that there. Just a little bit on the pork and a little bit on the green beans as well. I'm gonna grab some of these sweet potatoes to put in my plate. I'll just grab them right out of the oven here. We all love sweet potatoes and they're very good for you. So, and a lot of people add sweetness to sweet potatoes, which I personally don't like. They're already very, very sweet. So I think some garlic and rosemary is its best friend. And then I'm gonna put a couple of these pieces of pork. And it doesn't make a ton of pork, but I think that's how we should be eating, a little bit more, less meat and more of the veggies if you're more hungry. There's tons of sweet potatoes and green beans left. And probably a little bit of salt is my, and a little bit of pepper on this. And I'm gonna grab my fork and just try it out and make sure everything tastes good. So a little bit of pork. It has a tinge of pinkness. It's cooked really nicely, 2 minutes aside, and just soft. And it's a very lean piece of meat, but yet with the mustard and the salt and pepper, it has tons of flavor. I have a sweet potato and some green beans. You know what? I need a sweet potato with the pork because it is so creamy and sweet. And then the piece of pork, it was really, yep. So that's a great meal. The sweet potatoes take the longest to cook, so do that first, and then everything else can be done in those 40 minutes. Well,